over the British Isles. Tomorrow that warm front will be well to the southwest, allowing those unbroken skies to come across much of the country, particularly in the west, but we will have a keen northeast wind blowing across much of the country. That warm front has been bringing quite a lot of rain to many western areas during the last few hours. The heaviest of the rain has been up through Devon and Cornwall, also up through western Wales, through the Irish Sea, into eastern parts of Ireland and eastern Northern Ireland. By midnight, much of Northern Ireland should be dry, and by dawn, all but the extreme southwest of England should be dry. And elsewhere it will be quite misty and cloudy, but quite mild. Temperatures probably no lower than around 8 to 10 degrees. Tomorrow, though, will start off rather dull and misty down the east coast as we see low cloud dragged off quite a cold North Sea. And we'll still see 1 or 2 showers in the extreme southwest in the morning. Elsewhere, though, we'll see that cloud breaking to give us some sunshine, particularly by midday. And it's here that we're going to see the best of the warm sunshine in the afternoon, and even some sunshine popping up in eastern coastal areas as we go through into the afternoon. So the warmest places are going to be out to the west, as high as 18 or 19, even possibly 20 degrees. That's the high 60s Fahrenheit, but always that keen northeast wind close to the east coast. On Wednesday, we'll see a little change in the weather, so always rather cool and dull along the extreme eastern part of the country. But elsewhere, a lot of bright, warm and quite dry weather, temperatures still up to around 18 or 19 degrees. And really we see little change on Thursday. And that's it for now. Good evening.
Get the best view of this summer's top sporting action with the BBC. In May, it's the final countdown to Wembley as Everton take on Man United in the FA Cup final. The world's golfing hotshots hit it out at Wentworth for the PGA Championship. The Formula One season powers down to the French Riviera for the Monaco Grand Prix. Wigan clash again with Leeds in the Rugby League Challenge Cup final. And the World Snooker Championship reaches a nail-biting climax in Sheffield. The best sporting view in April and May, live on BBC1, BBC2 and BBC Radio 5 Live.
This week on QED, Asperger's syndrome. This young sufferer taking a maths degree is not like other students. Mark endures a life beset with obsessive behavior. He's terrified of electricity and can't even use his own washing machine for fear of flooding his home. His IQ is higher than average, but he's become an outcast. For Mark and other sufferers, the building blocks of communication and interaction have become muddled. QED, here's his story in I'm Not Stupid, tomorrow 9:30 on BBC1.
Former Superman Christopher Reeve stars as a businessman whose wife is haunted by ghostly voices after the death of her daughter in the film thriller Death Dreams in 40 minutes. On BBC One now, Panorama with Nisha Pillay.
I started smoking it when I was about 11.
I was about the same age, about 11, when I started smoking it.
I'd say cannabis is great, you should try it. It mellows you out, there's no drawbacks with it or anything.
These boys are 13. They smoke cannabis every week. Like millions of others, they think it's harmless. But new evidence suggests they could be wrong. Cannabis is big again, much bigger than in the 60s. It's Britain's most popular illegal drug. Banned, yet socially accepted. Unthinkable for any other illegal substance.
I'm telling you, this substance, cannabis, is a whole lot less harmful than rum punch, whiskey, nicotine, and glue, all of which are perfectly legal.
I said I wouldn't mind if my children smoked cannabis, and I'd rather they smoked cannabis than drank alcohol.
I would suggest that not only should cannabis be decriminalised, but that it should be sold under licence and taxed.
The legalisation I do see coming after an understanding of the effects on our society.
So you do see the possibility of legalisation in the long run?
Well, I think we all must.
If you're worried about the use of cannabis and other drugs, there's a National Drugs helpline available. You can speak to a trained helper any time on this free phone number. It's 0800 77 6600.
Politicians, in the end, are our servants. They're not there elected by us to lord it over us. The debate must always go on between the Westminster politician and the British electorate. The best question times are when you feel, question after question after question, that your panel are dancing barefoot on hot coals. That's what I like.
A sickness without a cure.
There's a line being drawn for me. Cross it one more time and there'll be a poster in every hospital saying, "Do not employ this man."
Hello, my name's Raj.
Overworked.
You're taking too long with your consultations. 10 minutes is all we have.
And under pressure.
It's easy to make decisions when you don't have to carry the can. I have to. Every day.
Cardiac Arrest, Wednesday at 9:30 on BBC1.
Legends of the Fall with Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins, and Outbreak starring Dustin Hoffman are among the movies reviewed by Barry Norman in Film 95 at 11:45 tonight, between our two late-night films. The first of which, now on BBC1, stars Christopher Reeve as a successful married businessman whose wife becomes haunted by death dreams.